Shields.
Will faithfully execute to the best of my ability the office of Chief of the Louisville Metro Police Department according to law.
I don't even know how you can think she was the best choice. It doesn't make any sense. It was without a doubt a step backwards. We are struggling with this here in the city. So how do you pick someone to address that need who couldn't meet the need elsewhere? And even worse than not meeting the need elsewhere, she quit. Instead of meeting the need, she quit.
We have to understand that in the day and age that we live in, regardless of where we live, when we see something, we all process it the same. And so we can say, well, that didn't happen in Louisville, Kentucky. We don't need to address it. We can't say that because every Kentuckian, every Louisvillian that saw that video went through that trauma.
And I know it's been an incredibly painful year for many people, from COVID to Breonna Taylor to the high levels of gun violence. It's been an incredibly difficult year for America. What I tell you is I am here to fight for you. I'm here to listen to you, and I'm here to help us bring forward the transformation that you all want to see within LMPD.
Their go-to narrative was, well, we had 10,000 responses to a survey and we got 10,000 pieces of input. That's not transparency. If I'm not a part of those conversations, but my neighborhood is being over-policed, my daddy's locked up, my little cousin just got hemmed up by police, and like I interact with police all day, every day, but you didn't get my opinion, I'm not reflected in the decision. It's almost as if I don't exist, and when I don't exist, I don't matter.
We don't necessarily need to know their names. Where we missed the mark was circling back with the community and saying, we heard what you said. Maybe out of the thousands of conversations, discussions, online submissions, and emails, here's the top 5 or 10 qualities or traits that we extracted from those conversations, discussions, emails, concerns. And here's why we chose this one. That, in and of itself, is tone deaf. Had we been more transparent, had we had more community conversations, that would have even come up. Maybe we need to hold off announcing her until we have a little bit more information or until we digest, because we just swallowed the fact that these officers were arrested. Give us a second to digest and process what that means to our community. But it felt like it was being force-fed down our throats. And I will tell you, Louisville's tired of being force-fed. if we really searched through the meaning of what people are saying is being more transparent, I would think people are saying, let's be more democratic.
And that means you are talking to the people that you think want to burn everything down. And it doesn't matter how many documents you put out talking about racism. It doesn't matter how many reports that you put out talking about racism. It doesn't matter how many statements you put out and talking points you put out. If there aren't laws, legislation, ordinances, acts, whatever they are, and whatever level of government you are in, if there is nothing on the books to fix these issues, then what you're talking about is just talking.
Good legislation in Louisville, Kentucky means there's a precedent set, and that means that precedent is set for good legislation somewhere else.